I didn't really like the video whatsoever. What is up, people of the internet? Today, we're going to be checking out Soilwork for the very first time ever. I've heard of these guys a whole bunch. I've never heard anything but good about them, so I'm going to give them a try today. It's been requested by you guys, so thank you for your request. This song just came out a couple days ago, so this is a new one from them. I know they've been around for quite a while because I've heard of them for a long time. I'm not sure what their sound is, whether they're like more melodic or heavy or what they go for, so this will be a totally new experience for me. Thank you guys for all the support. It means the world. We're almost to 5,000 subscribers, so if you like what I'm doing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join everyone else who has. Let's hop into this. Video, it seems like they're almost intentionally making it awkward visually for some reason. The way they're just kind of standing there looking off, playing the instrument. To me, that kind of makes it seem like that's intentional. They have this RGB effect, it's called, on the video where you separate the red, green, and blue channels of video and you can shift them and make almost like an old warped videotape style look. It's been real popular the past like year on YouTube, and music videos and stuff have been incorporating that a lot. On Instagram right now, there's actually a preset thing for stories that does this sort of thing to your video, kind of shifts the red, green, and blue channels around. By the way, shameless plug, if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely follow me on Instagram. But so far about the sound, really like the tone of the guitar. It has like a very round distortion sound, if that makes sense. It has a very full sounding bass sound underneath it, and you can definitely hear the bass in the mix, which is always good if you have a good bass player. The guy's voice sounds really good. I like his harsh vocal sound, and I also like the way his clean sounds as well. I haven't heard too much of the guy playing the keyboard. I haven't heard too much of that in the headphone, but I think it's probably more for like filling up the sound in the whole band. I mean, this is the only song I've ever heard by them, so I'm not sure if they use in any other stuff that they do, but I haven't heard that specifically very loud yet.
The dark
mentioned before, the drummer in this band sounds really good. He's doing some interesting sounding things, like he was doing almost the blast beats, but like a slower blast beat, but he was half timing the cymbals that he was hitting. That's not a very common thing that's used. He also has some pretty good footwork going on in the background, laying that underneath foundation that you need with the drums, so he's doing a great job back there too. First reaction to Soilwork. Didn't really like the video whatsoever. I don't know what exactly they were going for with the video in this one, but it almost looked intentionally awkward for them just kind of standing there and all being in that little tiny space. So I don't know if they were going for like a more fun thing or something like that, but to me, that didn't really match what the song sounded like it would be, if that makes sense. They also used that RGB effect throughout the whole video, which kind of got a little bit old to me, looking at just that. And especially in the corners of the frame, it was kind of warped looking. But the music itself, the band itself, I really like the sound of everything. One thing I did notice though, they like to fade things in. There's even part of the singing on the clean vocals where it fades his voice in. There's that part on the drums towards the end there where he hits the toms and it actually fades that up, the audio. So that's kind of an interesting choice. That's not used very much these days on things. It usually just comes in, or you use the actual, like start off with light hits and increase your volume playing wise, but they actually increase the volume after the fact. And also on his voice, that part where he's singing and then the volume comes up. It's like a volume swell up. Those are a couple things that aren't really used that much these days. The actual song itself, I really like the way it sounded. I would definitely want to hear more from these guys before I made too much of a judgment. Like, it doesn't sound like something I would overly go out of my way to go listen to, if that makes sense. But it also, nothing about it sounded bad. I like the mix of all the different kind of flavors that they had. The more melodic parts, and then they had sort of the heavier side, but even the heavier side still had that melodic type feel to it. I think watching the video with this song is what kind of put it off a little bit for me, because I really didn't like how that video looked whatsoever. It looked very amateurish to me. For any of you guys who don't know, or maybe you're new here, I actually shoot music videos and have a video and photography company myself. I've also played guitar since I was 8 years old, and I've been a musician my whole life. I play guitar, drums, bass, vocals, piano, and also record music as well. So I know a lot of these different aspects of things, and to me, this video itself looked very amateurish for a super professional band to have. I mean, that might have been what they were going for. Like, it seemed a little bit more jokey, but that for me didn't fit with the song as well in this case. Not that anything was bad about it really. It just kind of looked like something that if I gave a random person a camera and said, film these guys playing and shoot this and edit this music video together, that this is what would end up coming out of it. Like they were almost trying to hop on the trend of the RGB split effect and all that. And like I said, I could be missing the entire point of the video. I'm not so sure. Like, this is my first time hearing or seeing these guys, so I'm not exactly sure about that. Maybe you guys can let me know. But the song itself and the band itself, I definitely have to give a couple more listens to before I make up my mind about them. You guys know I don't judge things too harshly. I kind of keep an open mind, and like nothing about this sounded bad. The style that it was like a little bit heavier with the melody infused in it. That's like my thing. If you guys watch this channel, you know that I love that. But this, for some reason, I didn't really care for as much as some of the other bands that do this similar sound. And for me, I think it was the video itself that's kind of off setting that a little bit to me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you like this? Is this their typical sound? Maybe leave a couple more suggestions of songs by them to check out that would be good examples of their like best work. And like I said earlier, thank you guys for the support. It really means the world to me. We're about to hit 5,000 subscribers at the point I'm making this video. Thank you guys for the support. I'm so grateful for anyone even taking the time to click my videos, let alone subscribing and watching my content on a regular basis. So thank you guys. If you like what I'm doing here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join everyone else who has, and I'll see you guys in the next video.